Welcome back to Steps Gaming. This is Steps here, and we are here to talk today about the Arcade1Up Christmas Fire Sale Bonanza. There's $299.99 cabs everywhere for everyone. About everything they have, except Marvel vs. Capcom 2, is like $299 or less. It's insane, the insanity. I'm wondering what's going to happen to the home arcade market after the holiday season, but let's take a look at these and let's figure out what is the best and the worst of the Arcade1Up Firesale. Alright, so my number one best pick for the best cabinet, because we're gonna start at the top and work our way backwards, because that way it's gonna be more interesting. I think everybody wants to know, what is the worst? So let's start with what was the best deal. If you picked up Ridge Racer, or you still can somewhere, for $299.99, I am going to give that the Arcade1Up best deal at $299.99. So the reason why is for a couple different reasons. One is it's a cabinet that everyone could play. Most everybody likes a racing game. Not everybody wants to play Pac-Man. Not everyone wants to play a fighting game. But Ridge Racer, I think that's a game anyone could play. Family could play, adults could play, anyone. It's got 5 games. A lot of them are very similar. However, the pro to this cabinet is that it has some mods coming out that allows you to play additional racing games that's going to make this thing the ultimate deal at $299. And if you don't have any racing cabs in your Arcade1Up home arcade collection, then I would say Ridge Racer is the best one at this time. And with all the mods you could do and the quality of the product as it is for $299, I would say that is a winner. So Ridge Racer is my number one best cabinet for the $299 cabinets or the Arcade1Up Fire Sale. So if you got this under the Christmas tree, or if you already got it set up, you have won the contest, right? So number 2 pick, and this is actually personally my number one, but I had to be unbiased. I think Ridge Racer has to be the number one because you got to look at it, things as a whole. But the next one I'm going to say for a really awesome, amazing deal is Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct at $299 is a fantastic deal. One, this is, it's the original one. It's not the Pro line. However, the pros here are you're getting Killer Instinct 1, Killer Instinct 2, Battletoads. They're all emulated well. They're done by Code Mystics. And just recently, even after the start of this fire sale, they announced spectate mode for the Killer Instinct that is in beta testing right now by Code Mystics. Not only do you get the spectate mode, but you also get the put your quarters on the glass, so to speak, where you can put your quarters on the glass to challenge for next. And honestly, as far as the software is done on this cabinet, it's the best that I've seen. I say Killer Instinct at $299 is a steal. And if you picked up Killer Instinct, or you still do, at $299, even if you pay shipping, I think this is a Christmas victory. Alright, number 3. Coming in number 3. This one is fantastic. It's $299 and you get $60 in Kohl's Cash from Kohl's. So you get a total of $240. You get the Pong head-to-head table. This originally sold for $700, just like Killer Instinct. This is a winner. $240. Atari Pong head-to-head table. Not only does it come with Pong, it comes with additional games. So let's see what additional games it comes with. Let's see more. Let's see, does it even say on here? No. It shows down here on the cabinet. We got Avalanche. We got Pong Doubles, Pong, Circus Attack, Tempest, Indy 500. There's some others. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, there's like over 10 games on this sucker from Atari. $299.99. Arcade1Up Pong head-to-head table. $400 off its original price. This is a great pickup for the Arcade1Up Fire Sale. And don't forget that $60 in Kohl's Cash, man. That could get you some clothes, some other Christmas gifts. This is a winner. It's a good choice for this fire sale. Alright, so my next one, another fighting game cabinet. This one does not have online play, but it's the Mortal Kombat 3 or Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 arcade with riser at Sam's Club. This was going for $199.99. I believe this has a light up J panel, though it's not lit up in the image here. I believe it has 12 games, so you get Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat, Paperboy, some others, you know, I don't know them all off the top of my head, but Tapper, I think Tapper's on there, Bubbles, I believe. So it's got some good games, and if you don't care about getting online, or you just want the Mortal Kombat 3 aesthetic or Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, because I believe it comes with 2 more marquees. I believe this was $199 at Sam's Club. This is a pretty good get. Personally, I only want fighting games to go online, but I think for a lot of people, they were wanting this cab just so they could have all the Mortal Kombats, or maybe they just want to have that collection of games. It's a pretty good collection. $199? I'd say it's worth it. I'd say it's a good choice for the Arcade1Up Firesale. It's got the StepsGaming Firesale stamp of approval. Okay, so this is next on my list. It's the Dig Dug Bandai Namco Legacy Edition. It's $299.97 at Walmart. This has got the same game lineup as the Pac-Mania that's going for $100 more. This one, if you're looking for that collection of games, if you're looking for this legacy cabinet, this one is a no-brainer. And the reason why is the Dig Dug artwork looks much better than the Pac-Mania, I believe. I'd rather have either a regular Pac-Man or a Dig Dug if I was in the market for one of these, you know? And so Dig Dug looks pretty good. The cabinet art looks pretty good. The game list, from what I remember, is pretty good. Let's see if I can bring it up. It's Pac-Man probably, Dig Dug. Let's see. We got Galaxian, Galaga, Pac-Man, Dig Dug. Oh, here we go. Dig Dug 2, Pac-Man, Pac-Mania, Pac-and-Pal, Super Pac-Man, Pac-Man Plus, Pac-Land, Galaga, Galaxian, Galaga 88, Mappy, Rompers, and Rolling Thunder. Actually, I kind of like that. Like if I had more room and I had like a giant home arcade, I would pick this up for $299.97. Now the con is the monitor is a TN monitor. It's not the best. If you look at it straight on, it looks fine. If I was looking for some casual play or this to be in my collection for appearance, I think the Dig Dug Bandai Namco is a winner. I think the $299.97, that's probably a pretty fair price. And so I will give this the Arcade1Up Firesale stamp of approval. Alright, we're getting down to the 3 worst, right? And so I'm here at Terminator 2 Judgment Day. And so a lot of people love this arcade game. They don't want the full-size beast because this thing's a behemoth in real life. I've seen it in person. Both when I was a kid and recently at Galloping Ghost Arcade. It's only got one game. Obviously, it's got the documentary on it if you want to, sit there and look at your arcade cabinet 17-inch screen and watch it. So that's a con, only the one game. The documentary is a cool bonus feature. The guns are not black because they probably can't be legally. I don't know what the rules are on toy guns, but they're blue and red, so they're trying to match the cabinet. They're trying to match the bottom of the riser piece there they have. I would say overall the looks of it still are pretty cool. They look pretty mostly arcade authentic, at least for the 3/4 portion. The riser fits the theming, and they did what they had to with the guns, I guess. It would be better if you could make it bigger and keep them attached like the actual arcade, but it's going to be hard to do at the price point they wanted it to be. I don't think it was ever worth $700. I think for $299, if you are a super fan of Terminator 2, it might be a good deal. Or if you just want the looks of it in your home arcade, I don't think $299 is a bad deal for the cabinet. But the one game and the guns being the way they are kind of knocks it down a little bit for me. But I couldn't say I don't recommend it at $299. Not bad for $299. Okay deal. Okay? So Terminator 2. At the end of the list, kind of going towards the worst, but I would say it's still an okay purchase at $299, and I wouldn't feel bad. I'd say if you wanted this in your collection, you paid $299, you did pretty good. So let's get into the bad ones. Okay, so the Simpsons at $299.99. This is one of the worst deals. Okay, first off, it's $199 at Walmart like a while ago. They were clearancing it out. It was gone, pretty much. And $199, if you can have it for $199, $100 less, that was your best chance. You're not going to beat that, and I don't know if you're going to get there again. $299 is probably the lowest you're going to get if you really still want this cabinet. It's only got 2 games, The Simpsons and The Simpsons Bowling. So why is it towards the end? Why is it the second to worst deal? Well, one, the price point, because we saw it for $199. 2, the control deck is all kinds of jacked up. If you look at it, look how high Homer and Lisa's, I believe that's Lisa, or is it Bart? It's Bart in the middle. Well, the green one and the blue one there, those, they're so high. The buttons are so high. And actually, they're all, the marge is lower, and then, yeah, the other one, the yellow one down there at the end, that one's still kind of high. And the start button's in really awkward spots. Like, look at where Marge's start button is versus where her buttons lie. And it's the control deck is a really poor design, and I can't give them any props on that. It kind of almost distracts from the whole entire cabinet. The theming is mostly true to the arcade. You got the side art, the marquee, so that's fine. It looks good. I like the coin doors. For $299, it seems like a fair price, but the deck is just jacked up. I think that kills it for me. Plus, the replayability of the original arcade game, which is the marquee title, is not going to be very high. There's not a second or third beat 'em up on it like there would be like on a Ninja Turtles or a Double Dragon Cab or something like that. So I'd have to say $199, you probably did okay. I don't, or if you want to mod it to something else, but $299, I don't know. I mean, if you really want it, $299 is okay. I'm not going to say it's a terrible deal, but when you could add it for $199, that's what kind of knocks this down the list. And so now, as you can probably see up there in the corner, what my worst deal at $299 is. And you guys some of these people are going to like crap all over me for saying this, but NFL Blitz at $299 is still the worst deal of the Christmas fire sale by Arcade1Up. And so people are going to be mad. Why are you saying NFL Blitz? NFL Blitz is a huge disappointment. Okay? Even without the late hits and the things they took out of the game, it released with 0 online play. 0. It wasn't even, it seemed like it was an afterthought, like it wasn't even coming. They hyped this thing up about the online play, and they had spent tons of money getting people to be on the side art, like Brett Favre is on the side art, and you got Chris Carter, and you got Dan Marino, and all these people, and Deion Sanders was still even hyping this thing up. And I guess they got the versions early, so they probably thought it was all in beta, but then the cabinet shipped, and it was still in a beta mode. And even at this point, it's still in the beta mode. They have a beta mode on the online. Only one game is online in that beta test, and it's Blitz. It does look better than some people project it to be, or present it to be, but it's still got some slowdown. It's got issues to work out, and that's expected of a beta, so you can't be upset about that. But you shouldn't be getting the cabinet in a beta form, right? And when people talk about Blitz, a lot of people favor Blitz 99 or Blitz 2000. Those aren't online. We got the original Blitz. They all 3 should be online. They all 3 should be out of beta mode. Yeah, of course we should have some updates and some issues here or there. That's expected. But this cabinet did not deliver. It just did not deliver. We don't know if it's going to deliver. So I would say at $299, if you really wanted this cab, that's probably the best it's going to get, especially with a stool. It might go to $199 without the stool. We'll see. But I don't know. I can't bring myself to bring money on something that I don't know if it's going to work right or not. And maybe down the road it does and it pays off for you, but this is a gamble. At $299, it's a gamble. Will you see your $299 out of it? I don't know. If you're playing locally, you just want the looks, get it for $299, it's a steal. But as far as, if you actually want to play this cabinet, I can't even recommend it at $2.99. I wish I could. We deserved better. I know they couldn't do late hits. I was okay with that. I hyped this thing up because I thought that since they did NBA Jam and they did a good job, that they could make Blitz good as well. But they didn't, right? So here we are. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see the proof. I'd be really excited. I do think it may be possible to fix it, but the problem is when you see all these things marked down, you're wondering what's going to happen at the start of the year. You know, is Arcade1Up going to have the money to fix this? Is Arcade1Up still going to be in business? Like, I don't know. They're not even talking. I wish they would come out and say, hey, you know, if they're doing well or they're trying to actively fix things, they'd say more. But they're not saying anything right now. So because of such, any of these you buy, if you're buying it for the online play, I guess you're taking a risk. But for me, NFL Blitz is the absolute dumpster fire in this fire sale. And I absolutely hope that they do better with this cabinet and that we could see some life out of it. Anyway, until next time, I'll see you in the next one.